folks, this is Jen from Jen's Horse Time. I thought I would share my day from yesterday since I went out into the field. It's always nice when we go out in the field because we get to spend time with all the horses. So I was bringing grain out. They had just been fed their ration of hay, so nobody really wanted to come in anyways. Stella had got her tooth taken out the day before. We had a vet call. Aurora got vaccinations, and Stella's got dentals. I think there might be a picture somewhere. Next video, my husband took a picture of me walking them together. So that was pretty exciting. Anyways, so since I was going out here, I thought I would take some videos because I always like it when all the horses are just mulling about. So obviously they're still eating their grain. I had to kind of manage the herd a little bit because whenever you bring the grain out to the field like this, you're going to get a lot of nosy Nellies wanting to stick their nose in the bucket. So you kind of have to have your wits about you a little bit when there's thousands of pounds of animals moving at the spur of the moment. You kind of got to know where you're at. So if you see cuts and stuff, it's because it was better to manage the herd than get the shot. That is S'mores. She's a little pony, looks just like Stella, and she is the funniest little thing. Then next to her is, of course, Pixie. There's my girl Stella. Aurora's very pushy of Stella. She pushes her and S'more around. And S'more pushes Stella around. And Stella pushes around anybody that'll let her. So she did get, when she got the tooth out, it was because it was loose. And I think it might have had something to do with when I thought she might have got kicked in the mouth back in the spring. So I'll put a link to that video in here, or at least try to get it to do the up next. See the Aurora with the ears? Well, because I shouldn't bring cookies into the field, to be perfectly honest. I should really stop doing that, and I'm really going to try to, I am actually cutting back on the constant feeding of cookies, because the other day, Aurora pushed me, and she actually nipped me in the shoulder. So that tells me she's starting to get the idea that I'm just a cookie machine, and that I'm no longer in charge, that she is. So the next day we went on a ride, and we reminded each other a little bit that maybe I control her feet and she doesn't control mine. Anyway, so we're working on not feeding as many cookies. So hopefully I'll do less Cookie Monster stuff. So anyways, it was such a pretty day out, and I just wanted to share it. Look how blue the skies are. All the leaves had turned brown. It's November 7th that day, and it was about maybe 50 degrees. I needed a sweater. It was chilly, but it wasn't awful. She's so pretty. I love this horse. So now that I'm retired, oh, did I say like and subscribe? Please like and subscribe, even if you don't like. Just subscribe for fun. So we're on a super limited income now, and the last thing I want to do is my husband feel like he's spending money on horses he doesn't even really like too much. Anyways, it's really been different out here. She's so pretty. So I don't know who that horse is. And I mean, I think there's about 15 horses in this herd now. So of course, I keep them on rough board. And if you notice, some of them have blankets on. It threatened to snow the other day. And people were running out and putting blankets on their horses and buttoning them up. And I didn't put anything on mine because I don't blanket that much. A little bit if it gets really, really bad. But it didn't get that cold, and all the horses were sweating. Aurora and Stella are sweating right now because they got their winter coat on and it hasn't got cold. So that kind of stinks. I just love those markings on her. So I need to be working on Aurora. I'm going to do some training videos for her. Not for her, obviously. I'm going to be training her, and maybe I'll do some videos, is what I meant to say. Because I need to get her, make sure she's sound, make sure she's strong. Because if a horse goes, because I can't afford it, it'll probably be Aurora, as much as I love that girl. Stella just makes more sense for me. So if I can only have one horse, but you always, that's one thing, you always have to make sure your horses are good enough for other people, just in case. I mean, you never know when you're going to get kicked in the head by a horse, and your horse is going to have a new owner. So, anyways, thanks for watching, folks.